RiFF.
We're not going to mention that.
Yeah. My gooseneck. But
Why
yeah,
not?
It's all beautiful, man.
Yeah, it's all beautiful. That's why.
We're alive, one breath, one love.
aloha, Humberto.
Aloha, Ali.
Garcez,
Thanks for having me.
Yeah.
This is, there's no better place to be.
Brother Bear, we're gonna
right
go nutshell for nutshell. So,
Yeah.
what got you into jiu-jitsu and judo?
Very good.
Yeah, and when did you receive your black belt?
now. Oh, man, there's a lot over there.
Yeah, I mean, just in nutshell to nutshell, and when was your first tournament, and how you did in certain tournaments?
Okay,
and,
that's a
yeah.
good question. So it was just by mistake. I thought I was going to train judo. Right, my mom. We moved from one neighborhood to the other, and I used to train judo in another place. And so we moved from Flamengo to Leblon. And I want to keep training judo because I really like it. Like I said, I'm the worst soccer player ever. I wasn't good for any other sports. In judo, seems like I was doing well. I feel
So
confident.
was that because soccer is not a solo sport? It was a team sport. So you really like the solo sport than the team sport?
No, there's nothing to do with that.
Nothing was that. You just enjoy it.
No, it was lack of ability. I was really bad in soccer. Yeah, like I mentioned, right?
So you had to keep busy.
I was one time I was trying to kick the ball. The ball was standing still. Instead of kicking the ball, I kicked my other foot.
Maybe there was a bowling ball. You didn't know, right? You didn't know.
The ball
never
moved.
Yeah.
Never moved an inch, and I broke my finger. And I cut my other foot. So, and I fell on the ground, and it was a mix of pain and laughing. I didn't know what to do, which one to choose, because it was a very funny situation. But at the same time, I have a broken finger.
This is a huge sport, in a lot of countries. America, of course, we're into it too, but it's not as huge football as in other countries like Brazil and.
It's nice that you brought this up. I was talking to someone yesterday about that. One thing is, I asked a question to a friend of mine. Why the United States doesn't have like a high-end soccer team by now? Because, I mean, you guys start practicing a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
50 years ago, like with Pelé. Pelé came here and started introducing soccer. So what happened is that two things. So first, in poor countries, third world countries, you don't need a field, you don't need nothing. Just like a one ball, you play soccer, right? You don't need the infrastructure, like baseball, like basketball.
Yep.
So that's one of the reasons third world countries are playing soccer longer than the United States. The other thing is American football, basketball, baseball. I mean, it's highly popular here. So it attracts all the athletes. So they don't go to soccer.
That's true.
So that's probably one of the reasons you guys are not one of the best. Because in jiu-jitsu, my opinion is United States is already better than Brazil.
Oh,
I think so.
Wow. Well, I don't follow, jiu-jitsu all that much, and that's why we're happy to have you on the show, because you're the expert. And how is that so though? How is that?
So in Brazil, don't get me wrong. If you're going to do like a tournament, Brazil against the United States, you're going to be very tight, right? But we've been training Jiu-Jitsu Brazil for almost 100 years, right? And what happened, what I noticed here, so when I moved from the second time to the United States 8 years ago, I went straight to Ralph Academy. And I was working as a manager and eventually teaching classes over there as well. And I was already black belt. When I got there, I was impressed. The level of people I found on that gym. Then I came to realize that it was pretty much Ralph Gracie gym, right? Other gyms are also high level, but Ralph Gracie gym in San Francisco it is for sure one of the toughest places in the planet to train. The high level of the people there is incredible. And I came to realize, Arlie, that the dedication American people put on when they decide to do it, it's way more than the Brazilian guys. So I saw people giving up studying, giving up working, so they can pretty much almost live in a gym. And so they were training like 6 hours every day, Sunday. So the amount of investment, dedication, that what make you American fighters level up with Brazilian. I think so. There's another issue as well. a lot of good instructors left Brazil, United States.
So a lot of the top instructors came to.
Yeah,
so that makes sense.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And it start with the best instructors. It started with the Gracie family, actually, right? They were the first here to arrive. And then Jean-Jacques Machado, the Machado's brother, came as well.
They're cousins, right?
Yeah. Not cousins, but they're brothers, I would say. It's almost like they're Gracie as well. They learned from Riso Gracie. They're very close. They're very loyal to the Gracie family. And and you have like the Gracie family and Jean-Jacques Machado. The level are just right there. They're incredible. They're very nice, and they have like the Valentes brothers, and yeah. So then Brazilian top team came through here as well. So Libório, Murilo, Zé Mário, a lot of great instructors came. So the first wave was the best Brazilian instructors. The first wave was Gracie family.
This was back in the what year was that?
So the Gracie family really started teaching jiu-jitsu in 1987 on the
United States.
United States on Torrance, on the garage, Robson Gracie garage, 1987, 86. That's where everything started. But the boom became after the UFC. The first
Robson
edition.
Gracie, that's the father of Renzo, right?
Yeah. So it's kind of complicated, but yeah, Robson, his father of Ralph, Renzo, Ralph, Charles Grace. There's other the Flavia Gracie. I mean, it's a huge family. Yeah, but the three brothers, like Ralph, Renzo, Ralph, and Raya, are the most, I would say that, most famous of the Robson sons. The three most famous from the Robson sons. And Robson was an incredible fighter, really lightweight, very skinny, but
he competed too.
Oh, man, I think his first MMA fight he was like 16, 15 years old.
Wow, so young, yeah.
And skinny, man.
Yeah.
And skinny, yeah. And he's a very wise person.
He was always
very
around
wise
combative
person.
sports. Always around combative sports.
Yeah, but Robson is a very wise. Yeah, and his brother of Carson Gracie, Carlos Gracie Jr. So yeah, it's a lot of them. Yeah.
You know, I want to
try to keep track.
Steer off from your history just for a second. I have a question about jiu-jitsu and body types.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is it, to me, at least a little bit of knowledge I know and what I've seen, it seems that if you're tall, lanky, long arms, long legs, that's the ultimate jiu-jitsu body.
I don't agree with that.
Oh, good. Because I don't have that.
No, so what happened?
I have a short body, short legs, short arms.
That's what the beauty of jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You can overcome whatever, any kind of difficulty you find yourself. Oh, Jean-Jacques Machado is one example. He doesn't have the fingers in his hand.
No fingers?
No fingers.
I didn't know that.
And he grip with no fingers is the worst grip ever.
Wow.
Yeah, so jiu-jitsu is for all, there's no doubt. So let me give you another example. One of the best MMA fighters ever existed, and it's going to be hard to match him. It's Paulo Filho, Paulão. He's short, strong, the same size of me, and he's the same height. And in jiu-jitsu, while he was fighting jiu-jitsu, never lost. Zero loss. And have Roger Gracie, which is tall.
Yeah.
And he has amazing records, right?
Yeah.
Amazing fights. And he overcome even different generations. And he came back to fight Bochecha, which is Bochecha is the guy is from another planet.
Yeah.
And he used just like the fundamentals, the basic of jiu-jitsu to defeat Bochecha. And so you have all sorts of body types. That's the beauty of it. You will always find a workaround.
Yeah. Find
yourself as a high-end, high-level jiu-jitsu fighter.
Now, you've trained also judo, right? As well.
Yeah. So
what's your history about training with judo?
Okay, my story with judo is
deep.
Yeah,
beautiful. Yeah, beautiful. Because I was training Carson Gracie. I was like 15, 16 years old. Carson Gracie used to be the toughest place, right? The stronger guys, the guys that really like to fight. You know, Carson Gracie used to take those guys, blue belt, for MMA fights in other gyms, promotes, you know. So, and you have Barra Grace, right? More technical people. I used to live nearby Castle Grace. So that I decided to train over there. And it was really, really tough. The guys, man, they have blood in their eyes. They don't give up. And they motivate each other in a way that is hard to describe. That's why how Castle Gracie built an army. And Castle Gracie was on all the tournaments. 100% of the tournaments was Castle Gracie first Castle Gracie team in first place, then Barra Gracie, and then come the other. And this is undisputable. This is a fact. This is not opinion. And while I was training there, it was tough enough. I heard people saying that was a place was even tougher. Even tougher than Castle Gracie, and people used to puke on the mat. So tough the training was. Mm-hmm. So that's what I was looking for, right? 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and I was, oh man, tougher than here. I want to go there, right? I want to go check out. And I already hearing the stories about it, like somebody one there was like really famous, and the guy, the professor, the sensei, beat the crap out of the guy, and there was epic stories about it. Stories it was very entertaining, the stories. So I decided to go there, right? So I'll never forget it. So it's in the second store, the gym. So you have to walk, you have to go all the way up to the stairs. And as you get close to the gym, you start hearing the sensei screaming really loud and meaning things. Hey, you stupid! I'm gonna kill you. And that's how you hear before you got there. So he had the chance to come back, you know. And halfway there, so I'm not gonna come here, right? Because it was scary, brother. And I will never forget. There, I got there. He was sitting on the entry of the gym. It is a small gym, and he looked at me with his face big like this, and he looked at me. What you want here? Oh, sensei, I heard a lot about here, and I want to train here. You won't last 6 months here. And I said, but I'm willing to try, right? So okay, so jump in the mat, and it was the worst day of my life. I never saw something like that. I mean, when I left that place, I couldn't. It was really, really tough, and I love it. So I was training, and it was good, Artie, because it was in front of my high school, you know. So the first training was 6:30 in the morning. And my high school started at 8 a.m. So I would go train there, go to my high school, and from there, my high school, I used to go to Castle Gracie because they have like a 2 or 3 p.m. class. And so I started training in Castle Gracie. It was Marcelo Alonso. And then I changed to Junior Gracie, Castle Gracie Junior. And we became very good friends. From here in Castle Gracie, we became very good friends, Castle Gracie Junior. Juninho, call him Juninho. And I was training with Sensei Meiji at the same time. As I told you, I didn't have a family, right? My father disappeared when I was 2 years old. And my mom, she didn't care much, right? She was very young, and she liked to go out every day. So I was always projecting my need of a family in any place I could find. Sometimes I did project in wrong places as well, and I found myself in trouble. As any stray dog, right? But I was lucky because I didn't project that kind of need on Sensei Meiji, which he was a very nice person. He has a very nice moral code, and yeah, so it took some time until he trusted me because people did give up very fast over there, very fast. Let me tell you how tough it is. So it's a very popular neighborhood. Okay, the gym is still no, it just closed. He died 3 years ago, but it was there for 65 years old, right? So and it's a very busy neighborhood, very called Ipanema, the neighborhood. So you have coffee shops, a nice place. It's a very fancy place, very expensive place to live. And it's just like having coffee with a friend. And then you see 3 guys wearing gi, 3 black belts running, but running like there's no tomorrow, running for their lives. And you say, what the fuck is that? What is this? And then the waiters, because he's working there for a long time. Oh, no, don't worry. Just running away from my G. Because the training was so tough. So tough, the people run away. So he started locking the gym before he got the gi. Because it's not every day he was wearing the gi. But as soon as he put the gi, he will beat the crap out of everybody. Wow. So people, when you could see it, because the restrooms, the bathrooms, where you change your clothes, there was a gap here like this on the floor.
So you can see the feet.
You can see the feet. So as soon as his shorts fell down, and you see he putting the gi, that's the time to run away. Everybody run away. People leave their bags with the wallets, their car keys, and the ID, money. They never come back to pick up. They rather leave there and never come back. They roll with him. That's how tough it was. And so it was very popular. People run away. So he started locking the gym. So before he goes to the locker room, he used to lock the gym and then go. It works better, but people still run away through the window. It was the second floor, brother. That's how tough it was.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, he didn't like Gracie family. He has a bad blood with them.
Oh.
Yeah, but when he was like 19 years old, he was already black belt from Helio. And they have a fight, and he went to Japan, stayed there for 12 years, training judo with Okano, Isao Okano, still the greatest name in judo. They become brothers. He learned a different philosophy, a different approach of martial arts than the Gracie family. The Gracie family, they're never shy about their gifts and skills, right? They always promoting themselves, and promoting themselves in a. So they used to go to the paper, put in the newspaper, like say, "Wait, pay $10,000 if you want to challenge us for a free fight." When my father realized in Japan, people are very humble. They're not trying to pick a fight. They're more polite. They're more low profile. So when he came back from Japan, he started his gym in Parima, and so it became like two opposites, right? One was judo with that Japanese discipline, and the other side was the Gracie family, challenge everyone, put themselves to the test, and they're both right. At the same time, I can see that, because I learned to be there is no courage without fear, right? In order to be courageous, you must fear something. Otherwise, there's nothing to overcome. And that school was very. If you want to find the courage inside of you, go train with the Gracie family. There's nothing like it. And if you want to find how to overcome problems in life and how to be polite, but also be the most powerful being on the situation, go to what I call my dad today, because he almost adopted me. I started living in the gym, then I started living in his house, and then.
And what's his name again?
Sensei Meiji. So yeah.
You got a picture on that?
No, yeah. If you go to the gallery, that's him right there.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
He's by far one of the best judo instructors in the world. He was teaching in Japan. And he was the only non-Japanese teaching judo in Japan.
That's crazy.
And I was teaching in the judo university in Kodokan. Yeah, so it was the best of both worlds I had. My father knew I was training with the Gracie family. He pretended he didn't know, but
I guess he loved you so much. He decided you have to go on your own path and do what you have to do.
Yeah, that's exactly how he was. He just showed us the right path, but he loved me. He never judged me. He always let me do whatever I want. And I have a very interesting story about that. So remember I told you I was training Carson Gracie with him, right? So Carson Gracie Jr., he was skinny and small. And Carson Gracie Jr. was a school of just big guys, right? Huge guys. And so Carson used to give more attention to his students than to his son. Carson Gracie Jr., when he was brown belt, he was unbeatable, man. His technique was unmatchable, and he was very in good shape. Carson Gracie Jr. Brown belt was epic. I remember him winning everything. And he was very dedicated student. You know? And one day he came to me and asked me, Humberto, I want to train with your father. Would you help me out? Yeah, it would be almost impossible to make that happen.
Why is that? Because of the rivalry?
Yeah.
Now, speaking about that, I don't mean to interrupt.
No, let's go there.
But okay, so
ask me anything you want.
Yeah, so like say you're training with your father, the Jiu-Jitsu from different kind of style, right? Different instructor, and then training with the Gracies, somebody in particular that he didn't get along with. They weren't like really friendly or anything, right? But they knew each other.
He didn't like the whole family. And the whole family didn't like as well.
But his mentality of that's okay for you to do that.
He pretended he didn't know.
Yeah, just for your sake.
Yeah, because he knew I liked jiu-jitsu a lot. Jiu-jitsu was a different approach. On my father's place was technique and discipline.
Yeah.
On jiu-jitsu was fun and fine.
So
it's hard to say because I found the manhood inside of me on both sides.
And you enjoyed both things, right? You enjoyed it
very much.
So what are your thoughts on cross training?
Cross training?
Yeah.
I don't see difference between judo and jiu-jitsu.
No, like say cross training with like what you go box on Tuesday and then Wednesday you go.
This is mandatory, I think. Yeah, one good example of that. The first example that became famous was Marcos Ruas. He was training judo, wrestling, boxing, all mixed martial arts, even before anyone. So I used my background is boxing. Boxing, I did box for 10 years. So boxing, jiu-jitsu, and judo. That was my everyday training. And it's very important because in a real situation, all you need is one punch. If you hit it with the one punch, it's even better. Why do I have to keep fighting if the first punch knock you out, right?
Mm-hmm.
And defend yourself from being punched. It's important to understand how is the dynamic of boxing. It's very important to protect yourself as well. Cross training is mandatory. Other thing that is important, that I think is important, Ari, is the loyalty about one gym or to the other. I don't understand that. Of course, a lot of people have scholarships. They don't pay, right? They train for free. They should be loyal. Come on, right? But somebody's paying for you, right? Because there's nothing free, right?
Yeah.
But if you're paying regular your membership, I should be serving you, not the other way around. And you should seek for knowledge all the time. That's what you do in my gym, seeking for knowledge. You know what I do to retain my students? I know my skills and I know where I'm not good at. So I will find people that are better than myself to teach that certain types of position. And I will bring to my gym and ask him for teach for 1 week. So you don't have to seek knowledge outside of my gym, but you should seek knowledge wherever you want.
Right.
And the other thing is
improvement of yourself.
Yeah, you owe me nothing. You already pay me the membership. Why you have to be loyal and say, oh, you changed the gym, so now you're a traitor? This is insanity.
I understand.
Again, right? If you're not paying for it, so I think you owe something back or something in return. But it's not the case. So I don't agree with that. And if I lose a student to another gym, it's my responsibility. It's my fault, not anybody else. And so what I have to do in my gym is try to bring all sorts of knowledge so you can feed your knowledge in just one place.
Yeah.
But you should seek knowledge, and the other thing should be also convenient. It should be close to your house. Because, you should go train as much time as you can. And if you have to drive 1 hour, eventually you're going to give up. So why do I want you to give up? I'd rather you give up training than lose you for the other gym. No way.
Right.
Actually, I got an example right now. Right, I'm just starting my gym right now here at Ralph Gracie Maui. have just a few students. And there was a very nice girl that came to us. And she was, I was very humbled to have her. She was looking for self-defense. She came to my gym. I need students right now because I'm just starting.
Yeah.
But she said that she lived in Haiku. And I told her, so don't get me wrong. I don't want you to feel that I'm rejecting you. Actually, the opposite. I will be very humble and honored to have you here. But I think you should try Limon's Academy in Haiku because it's nearby. So
it's convenient.
It's convenient.
Yeah.
And not only that, man, Limon is a great instructor as well.
Yeah.
So she will have like the best instructor and the convenient to her.
Yeah.
So I motivated her to go to Haiku and to Limon's Academy. Yeah. She's welcome anytime she wants for an open mat to come visit us, And so, yeah,
I think that's awesome, and you answered my question because the world's a big place,
exactly,
and everybody wants to learn, and those are two big things. How do you go about opening up your gym, your academy here on Maui? How do you go about doing that?
Well, I have to tell you in advance. I should start with the disclosure.
Okay.
Okay, I cry all the time. Okay, be ready for it. Because I cry watching advertise of you won't believe it's butter, right?
Something about that commercial, yeah.
Everybody, this guy's a funny man, right?
And and I really adore beautiful story. And this is a product of one of the most beautiful stories I ever experienced in my life. And so I got him out. I got to know Brian. And Brian was very concerned about my well-being. And he was concerned about me finding a job and pay for my bills. I got some money saved, but not much. I was living in a van. When he met me, I was in a hostel, right? Sleeping in a hostel. And then I moved to the van. And he was very concerned about my well-being, very concerned. It's a beautiful story. It starts with love, right? Not toughness, not being...
It wasn't nothing about jiu-jitsu. It was about just...
It's about love.
Yeah, just the way...
About connection, a beautiful connection.
Yeah.
And so he got me a security gig. So that's the true story about this. So he got me a security gig working in Grand Wailea.
Yeah.
In a hotel. And it was beautiful because I was the first to have the schedule of this gig. So I could pick any day, right? So I started picking as much as I could because I want to work. Like I said, I'm lazy.
Mm.
So in order to be comfortable with my laziness, I have to work really hard, right? So I pick as much crazy hours, right? I did like 9 hours in a weekend.
Just randomly, you just picking.
I picked the longest days and I tried to, and there was just one day that we have like two guys working at the same time. I didn't want to because I don't know the guy. I'm comfortable working by myself.
Yeah.
I don't need to have another one. And it was just a few hours, but it wasn't long. There wasn't too much money that day, but it's still, I had that day free, so I want to work today. So I picked this day. Okay, so I show up over there. I was expecting the guy. I don't know who's coming.
This is spontaneous now. This is from picking whatever days, right?
Yeah. Just randomly.
You're random, yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, so I got this day. Like one day for a few hours, we're gonna overlap with somebody else's schedule, right?
Yeah.
And so I don't know who's coming. I'm shy. I don't know what kind of talk. Security guys talk to each other. What's the mainstream of security guys?
Yeah.
And I secured the guy. I don't know what is supposed to talk, right? And then I see a tough guy showing up, man. He looks as tough as possible, okay? That toughness that you want to cross the street if the guy coming to you, right? He's been strong, and local, because I have a really respect for local guys, because I know behind that's, if I say that also there is a warrior inside of him. I know that. So so this guy coming to me, sit in front of me, and then 5 minutes later we're crying together, hugging each other.
You don't know that.
Yeah, so his name is Robbie. And the funny part is like his wife told me that he didn't want to go that day too.
Yeah.
The same reason.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy. I'm gonna have to be there. I don't know. I'm not going. I'm gonna call. I'm not going. He said, you better go because you said you go. You go. So no. So he went against his will. And so that's the kind of. It was just like for 2 hours together. Yeah. And so he left. And he has a weight. World level weightlifting gym here.
Yeah, he got a certified powerlifting gym called Ho'omano Barbell.
Ho'omano Barbell, exactly. And he told me that he was doing also community work over there. That he has some kids that didn't have, low income. That was training there for free. And I told him, man, designer. It's embraced me. It's so beautiful what design is doing to me. I want to give it back, right? So if you have a small space over there, I like a small space. I can teach kids jiu-jitsu for free. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Because I also was working in a construction job.
Yeah.
And the construction job was all the way to 4:30. So I can be there 6 p.m. So all those 3 days I can leave work and go there teach the kids for free. And he said, oh man, it's a good idea. Let's try to make it happen.
That was the original plan.
Yeah, that's the original plan.
Yeah.
So I went there one day, and I also want to sign up for the gym. Yeah. Because Brian, I was born in a gym, and I know some people don't respect the payments. The membership, the monthly membership is very important for any gym.
Yeah.
Because you have to keep the lights on, right? And the level of dedication we do is incredible. Because the whole day there, you cannot have another life. And I saw my father struggling with membership all his life. People didn't want to pay, and he was very good. He let people train for free. Carson Gracie. I never met anyone that pay a membership in Carson Gracie Gym. I never met anyone. Nobody pays. Because in Jiu-Jitsu, there is also this. If you don't pay, you're part of the inner circle. And in Jiu-Jitsu, you want to be part of the inner circle, right? So everybody tries to not pay them. So what I'm saying is I was broke, and I started calling Robbie because I knew Robbie would let me train for free. And I didn't want that. As soon as I got my payment, I show up there on a Tuesday. And I say, oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't want to tell you I didn't want to come because of the money, because I knew you would let me train for free. But for me, it's sacred, right? So now I have the money, I can sign up. And he me introduced to those guys over there. Those boys, beautiful boys. And they were training in Oloklai. Fight for Life. I think
Clyde Holokai, down in Happy Valley.
Happy Valley, yeah.
That's where their dojo at. Yeah.
And the name, I think, is Fight for Life.
Yeah, Fight for Life. Yeah.
So they told me there was it would be a Sunday open mat. Open mat is anyone can come. There's no class. You can come from any other gym and just like drill and spar. Yeah, just for sparring sessions if you want. And so the boys, they invite me to go there on Sunday. So I went there. So Robin and Jody, so just before that, the day I was in Ohana Barbell, I was introduced to Jody, his wife.
Yeah, Robbie's wife.
Yeah. And it happens the same thing. What happened with Robbie happens with me and her. We actually was faster. Mm-hmm. We look at each other, and before we hug each other, we were already crying. That kind of connection we felt.
Yeah, man, it
was incredible. It was for real.
Well, they're real people. They're deep, and they're very spiritual.
They are.
They're very passionate with what they do. With it's nothing about like looking good. It's about health, bringing the community together, training hard, and being. And it's real family over there. It feels like it's home. It's really home there.
There's a lot of things that make you courageous, that build your courage. Believing in God helps a lot. And they do believe in God a lot.
Yeah.
And they were willing to take incredible risks in order to keep up their commitment to God. Not so many people understand that.
Yeah.
So what happened is, Sunday, I went there to the open mat. Robin and Jody, they're very wise people. So what they decided to show up over there and see how I was acting over there. See if I was a lie.
Yeah.
If it was the real deal. If I was, check it out, right? And I was lucky enough because Colokai wasn't there that day.
Yeah,
so I was the only black belt, so I lead the class.
Yeah, so he had to lead the class for that fight
the
for
open
life.
match,
Yeah,
fight for life, exactly. And so they saw me really teaching class. And that works really fine. That day. I don't know. I mean, it wasn't there, right?
No, you called me. You said, "Hey, you had a fantastic day."
Was incredible.
Yeah.
And they saw it, and then they say, "Hey, man, that's all we need to see."
So from what I felt, what you was telling me on the phone, Bear, was everybody enjoyed your tutelage, and they really loved the way you was presenting not just jiu-jitsu, yourself as an instructor. You know, if you instructed how to fish, it would be the same thing. It wouldn't be just jiu-jitsu. It would be like if you showed me how to play guitar or how to pound a nail through a wood. I think it would be enjoyable. You know, everybody enjoyed what you did. Yeah, no, I'm 100% right. Yeah.
But Brian, what was there?
Yeah.
I went there to say thank you.
Right.
I was there to express my gratitude.
Yeah.
It wasn't to train jiu-jitsu. Because I was working really hard. Remember?
Yeah, every day you was working long hours.
Long hours on the security gig and
yeah, you was doing. Yeah, you was moonlighting. Yeah, you was working both sides.
20 hours a day.
Yeah, you was burning the candle both sides, day and night.
And Sunday, I have all the reasons to not show up, but I spoke with the boys, and they all show up over there to also support my presence over there. And this is everybody donating themselves.
Yeah.
As an open book, nothing shield. There was no shield between us, and I was there exactly for that. To my commitment with my word of teaching the kids for free on Monday.
And then you told Jody and Robbie that you was going to be there, and so they came.
They asked me, say, Humberto, before you go, send us a text because you're going to be there and watch you train. And I went there, and they watched me training. It was beautiful session. That place is blessed. Fight for Life. I went there after that for one promotion day. I met Olokai finally.
Yeah.
Hey, I met that guy, brother. What he does and his place.
Brother Clyde Holokai, much mahalo, man, for helping the community. Yeah.
Because you're the best and a very polite person. And what he's doing for the community is
it's
incredible.
Awesome. Yeah.
And he's tough as he can be, right?
Yeah.
You should see
a tough guy.
his students, man. What I saw in the promotion day was one of the most beautiful thing I ever saw in my life, and I'm gonna get in there.
Yeah.
So I trained there in this open mat, which is a blessed place. It's a Christian community, so they pray before I started the train. They pray after the train, which is very beautiful. So it's very nice, Brian, that you go to a place that the young guys are not on the phone checking what Kim Kardashian said, right? They have other concerns, more. So it was nice to be there.
Very well focused.
And that's on Olokai. That's on him, right? But anyway, so they saw me training over there, and when I left, they called me and they said that what they saw also touched their hearts, and they love me, and they trust me, and they want to give me a gym.
Wow.
So they decided to buy.
Unreal.
They decided to buy the mat. So instead of having a small mat, they decided to have a huge mat.
Yeah.
Buy the whole mat so I can have my own gym and teach the whole day, right? And then you see how things are. I was about to go to mainland to visit my wife and my daughter. And Brian was desperate because he thought I wasn't going to come back. Well, you remember because you gave me the ride to the airport.
That's
Remember
right.
that?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah. So Brian, it doesn't matter what I said or I tell him.
This is all fresh for me because I didn't know all this stuff was going on, but I'm glad to hear the story.
Oh yeah, this
Yeah.
this is it.
No,
This
you're
is
part too, Aaron.
yeah.
Don't worry, man. Yeah, but there's a lot of hundreds pads of mats over there. One of them is yours. And so Brian, she said, "Hey, Humberto, hey Bear, you're gonna come back, right?" Oh, Brian, come on, man. I have a round ticket here. Check it out. And I'm gonna my van. I will park on here. I will park my van.
Right,
I'm gonna park my van on your place. I will leave everything. I remember.
I would keep that van.
I had a backpack.
Yeah.
That's all
That would
I
be
had.
our the RiFF van if you know.
I had the backpack, a small backpack, just to carry my computer. Well, that's all. I didn't took not even a t-shirt to me,
Right.
but it wasn't enough. You coming back, right? You coming back, right? So it was really fun because we talk about, and then I said, and I was missing my wife a lot, right? So we got a weekend. Then my daughter was going just to be there for one day. So I could enjoy my wife for the weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
But he was so concerned. And I love this guy so much. Then I say, okay, I call Kiki. I'm going to ask Brian to come with me because he's so afraid that I'm not coming back. I think the only way to convince him is taking him with me. And Kiki, she also loved him because he met him personally. She met him personally. And she told us, I bring this guy here. Fuck out. I don't care about what weekend. So I say, Brian, I have a solution. Come with me to the mainland, right? And what he said was, no, I'm not going to the mainland. I cannot go. So let's go, Brian. Introduce you to Ralph Gracie because he's very into jiu-jitsu, right? Yeah. So I introduced you to Ralph Gracie personally. No, I have a better idea. Call him and say I'll pay his ticket to come to Maui.
Yeah.
I'll pay him to find a place to stay, and I pay for his ticket. So because he was like, Brian, he think he's too busy. And he cannot go to the mainland.
What do you mean I think? I am busy.
Back to back.
Yeah. So I called Ralph right there.
Yeah. That's the lazy man way to get attention. So I said, you know what? Like, I can't cook, so I'm going to buy something for myself to eat. So it's like, you know what? I can't go up there because I can't, because of my schedule. I said, what we said, Ralph. Then you said, you know what? Your counter was, you know what? I can't go. I'm going to send Ralph, okay? If he can't come, you're going to call me. We're going to talk star on the Zoom.
Yeah, so let me call him and see how it goes. Right? If he can come to
or
right now.
FaceTime.
Yeah, so I call him and I say, Ralph, fuck, there's a friend of mine here that he wants to pay your ticket so he can come here to Maui and you can stay with us. We have like he has this underground training place. Anyway, so Ralph show up on the phone, on the call, and start talking and say,
that was great.
Ralph, maybe you should open a gym here, right? There's no Ralph Gracie gym. You know what Ralph told me? Say, man, open a gym yourself over there, and the gym is yours. I won't charge you anything. I will give you the.
That's how things started. Right
so he
there.
gave me the name of Ralph Gracie Maui, because we are brothers, right?
And it's not something that you plan to do. It just happened.
It just happened.
Yeah,
It just did not. This
just
wasn't planned.
Just from a conversation, just to say hi, how you doing?
Yeah.
So
It started.
Everybody, I told you in the beginning, I'm just a lucky person.
Yeah,
I wasn't
you are.
lying.
Hey, let's go to Vegas next week.
That won't work.
No, but that was so funny because I
already own the ticket.
Everything I said, you counter. Then you say, okay, you know what? I can't go up. Okay, we're gonna send him here. Okay, he couldn't come. Say, you know what? Better yet, we're gonna get him on FaceTime, Brian. Just be ready. I'm gonna call you. And when that happened, then everything right now. That's why you got that. Everything is happening.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Ralph Gracie, we were talking about it earlier. Can we get him? We'll do the next episode. Let's get him on a Zoom meeting.
Yeah. Ralph is he's very used to accessing him. He's a very simple person. Yeah. He's a very simple person. He's not like a diva or a celebrity at all. He's down to earth.
Nice.
He's down to earth. Yeah. He's one of the. always will be one of the best, my best friends. He been by my side even in very tough situations. He been by my side in situations not even my family would forgive me, and he did it.
Where is he located now?
He's living in San Francisco right now, so he can be here personally, or we can invite him for a Zoom call.
Yeah, I think the Zoom call will be like I think the first next good thing, because now we got your Ralph Gracie Maui Jiu-jitsu here in Wailuku off Ka'oho Street, under Ho'omana Barbell in the same venue. I think that would be a great thing that we get him on Zoom and we can celebrate this soft opening. Because right now it's a soft opening, but I don't think right now I don't think we not even had a soft opening yet. We just like it's a trial. Right. It's a trial. But so Ralph gave me the association. Of course, we have a commitment with him with the had a commitment with him with the the geese, the brand. Of course, we're gonna buy all the geese. We actually already placed an order for 100 geese, and it's this whole thing with how everything came about. It's you said that's not this kind of story don't happen all the time, man. Just the way it came about, Barry. You know, like how we talked over months and how everything just escalated and wasn't exaggerated. It was just brought to our attention as was moving along.
Oh yeah, just like everything.
And it wasn't my story or your story. It was just the start. At the moment, we just was moving along. Like
it's just
that.
What's happening, what I cannot explain.
No, it wasn't like a saying, "Oh, let's go open a lunch wagon." You know, that would be like you look at me like, "Wait, Brian, you don't know how to cook." No, it's not. It's you pulling my leg. But with how all of this been happening in steps, it was real all the time. It wasn't like over exaggerated. You know what I mean? Like
no. It wasn't.
I think it's just so smooth and so cool that how this kind of the conversation happened, and now here you are, right? You're opening. You're just starting off, right?
No. So what happened? I'm sorry, but please,
yeah.
Am I interrupting?
No.
I'm very good interrupting.
Yeah, all good.
Sorry.
Oh yeah, he's very good. Yeah.
Oh no,
he knows that.
Me and Brian are like top notch. We're black belt in interrupting people.
Okay, so I feel home. That's why I feel home since day one. So what happened is
howdy, cowboy.
So I call Jody and Robbie to give them the good news, because they already want to buy the mats. They already want to start the gym, and now I want to tell them that we have a Ralph Gracie gym instead of just like Bear gym. Or
yeah, exactly.
So I called them, and they said they was so excited, right? So check this out. We're going to buy the mats. We found a place to buy a mat. The guy wants to sell it. He used to have a gym, not anymore. It's a non-profit organization. He was thinking he was going to sell us just a few mats.
Yeah.
And then we got there, said, no, we want to buy all of them, right? All the mats. So that's our proposal here, right?
The first one, yeah?
The first one. So he called me. So he's supposed to give us the answer in a follow date, right?
Yes.
The next day. And I was so excited. And I couldn't believe that Robbie and Jody was... Man, they paid a lot of money for that. That mat. And I left crying. The place crying like a baby, like a newborn. And I couldn't believe it. But next day, the guy called. He decided not to sell the mats anymore.
Oh,
he changed his mind. He wants to keep the mats, and I couldn't care less on it because I knew it.
Yeah.
There was something good to come about. So what happened is, Robin, that. He ordered brand new a mat from Oahu. There's a factory over there.
Wow.
So he bought not only brand new, but twice as big.
Wow.
So now we have a huge match over there. We have full support of Ralphie.
Unbelievable.
So it did nothing, brother. So remember I told you I'm lucky? That's how it happened. And then I have to come back to the mainland. So if I don't have this discussion with Brian, if Brian was afraid that I wouldn't come back, we never would have a Ralph Gracie here. And then you gave me the ride to the airport that day. Remember?
I had no idea all that stuff was going on. But that wasn't really my business to know. All I knew is that here's this very nice gentleman that Brian introduced me to, and I'm a very good judge of character.
Yeah.
Are you?
He is. He is.
And
Did I pass?
I knew you're a good person. Yeah.
Thank you, appreciate it, bro. Because sometimes I don't know how to behave.
Speaking of, being a good judgment of, how the person is. Me and this brother Arlie, just to let you guys know, people of Maui and worldly here. This guy, we know each other for over 3 decades, and if you guys go on
man, time has sure gone by fast, yeah.
Holy shit, man! I'm gonna be 50. Oh my god, 56 in July 20th. So watch out, guys. I'm coming at you.
Hey, you gotta get your AARP card and your senior citizens discount wherever you go now.
No, so anyway, getting back. So just to take just a couple seconds break from my brother Bear and his incredible journey here to Hawaii. Me and brother Arlie been in Hawaii all our lives, and if you guys want to check out some great ukulele stylings, this brother, everything is all original. The only reason why I can say that because I don't have a CD out, and this guy got a lot of stuff out there. So please go check out brother Arlie. I see you.
Yeah.
On
iTunes, Spotify.
iTunes, Spotify. And if you want your first free 15 years of free ukulele lessons, it's on me. So go check him out. You can just go blow your freaking brains in with his incredible ukulele playing. And go check it out.
Wow. Thank you so much.
That's, man, we got to plug it in, man. We got to plug it in, baby.
All right. Well, speaking of how you're burning I want to dial back. You were working so hard.
Oh, yeah.
20 hours, right?
Yeah.
And then now with the school opening up, right? Earlier we talked about this energy drink and your past history where you actually had a mini, like a restaurant that served acai and what is that powder again?
Oh, so pó de guaraná.
Okay, so
guaraná powder.
And the way I look at it is for the people who are into health and stuff and working out.
Is that like
a pre-workout drink?
I just was going to say that. Is that a pre-workout drink or a pre-game meal?
But natural.
Right.
And it's natural.
And it easy digest, yeah?
It's 100% natural.
Can you talk a little bit about that?
Of course.
Yeah.
No, actually, I have a lot of pleasure to talk about that because that's the beginning of. I was introduced to the guaraná drink and the acai with the Grace family. We used to have that on Castle Grace before the training, and then I start my own business using those the same suppliers, and some become very popular and start making a lot of money, and we just start to sponsor a lot of jiu-jitsu fighters. Yeah? There were so many jiu-jitsu fighters. Like we have 100 jiu-jitsu fighters sponsored by us, and
just taking some live shots, guys.
And it came to us that if we introduced if we have the Grace family come to our shops, it would be nice. So every single jiu-jitsu member, Gracie member could have drinks for free. Actually, could eat for free on our place. Guaraná powder is like 100 times more caffeine than the coffee.
Nice.
And we have also the acai bowl. Nobody knew the acai bowl at the time. Nobody. Just
now everybody knows about it.
Now it's so popular, right? You have like cosmetics. Everything has acai on it. Yeah. On the beginning, nobody knew it. Like I said, I used to buy 1 kilo of acai for 3 cents of flour.
Wow.
And the guy was.
And how long would that last you?
It was frozen.
No, but how long would that amount last you as you go out through your
No,
day?
I was selling like crazy, like trucks of acai every day.
Oh, wow.
Tons of acai. But I start bringing acai from the north.
You could buy a lot of Stratocasters.
One truck a week. 1 truck a week.
Wow. Now, as a person, how much could so you do it in the morning before you work out, and you eat it after you work out. But is that just one time, or are you eating it all day long and drinking it all day long?
It's a high calorie drink. Açaí. Açaí is a high-calorie drink. If you don't sweet too much, you can drink all day long. There's a lot of iron, a lot of
You're not going to get
minerals.
upset if you drink too much of it. Huh?
No, you can drink it. What I see, my experience is that you should not mix with alcohol.
Oh.
I see people having one before going out at night. See people. Yeah. Well, anyway.
Or it gets you more intoxicated, or it gets you.
People reject it. It's not a good thing to watch.
So strictly a workout regimen, eating a diet.
I think it's so much minerals and iron. And iron helps you to absorb vitamin C. The Gracie family is having açaí. They mix with tamarind, or they mix with coconut water and apple juice. And with banana, it became very popular too.
Yeah.
And then
banana, almond butter.
So your restaurant, you did all these different mixings.
Yeah. So the funny part is like the banana we used to put because banana is also really cheap. It makes it smoothie, right? More creamy.
Yeah.
And so we put that to make more money on it. That's pretty much why. Because instead of açaí, you have to put banana, and you could charge more for the extra banana. So it was a better business.
Yeah, because
it became very popular as well. The banana mixed with açaí. Olha, Ari, in Oficina do Guaraná, we have the best fighters in the planet going there on a daily basis. Famous football soccer players, TV artists. Everybody was there every day. We have like fights happening over there. We have açaí bowls for dogs. It was crazy. We got the first one in Leblon, the second one in Barra. Then we opened couples in Búzios. Búzios is like a summer place, the most fancy summer place in Rio. That's where you go on vacations. That's where you go to the beach, but also to party on the beach. It's like Brazilian Ibiza.
So when you had this restaurant, what year was this?
I think it was 2000.
And so how long did it take before America got a hold of this and made it?
It became like 30 shops all over Brazil. It became very famous.
Like a Starbucks.
I wish.
Yeah.
I wish. But I sold my part because it started getting boring. Start becoming a business instead of,
fun hangout place.
Yeah, exactly. Oh. Yeah. So I sold that, but once I start, the first shop opened 30 years ago, exactly 30 years ago.
Now you're still eating and
no, that's I eat today is here in the United States. First you have to pasteurize, and then they put a lot of water in it, so they can make more money.
That's a shame.
Yeah, but at the same time, when you go down to Brazil, to Rio, to visit my family and be around with my friends, because I have an army waiting for you guys down there, to take you all the places you want to go. Wow. You're going to love the açaí over there. The açaí there is way better than, And you're going to be impressed. Like every time you look around, every place you go in region, you're going to look around with açaí bowls all over the place.
Yeah, because a açaí bowl goes from $9 to maybe $13, $14 a bowl.
We're here
on Maui, roughly. Yeah, in that kind of category.
Wow, that's pricey.
Yeah, it's pricey.
Wow. So what happens? You have a funny story about it related with that. You have the Gracie family has the Gracie diet, right? I don't believe we're going to say that. So I started letting all the Gracie family come and drink and have it for free over there. What was very good marketing strategy, because we started become very good friends. So Ralph used to go get in the kitchen by himself. He used to get in the kitchen in all the restaurants and do the açaí by himself. You know what? How good friends the Gracie family is. I opened my shop in Búzios, which is like Ibiza, right? So I opened there, and it's far away from Rio, like 3 hours from Rio. And I didn't have people to work in my place yet. You know who was working in that place? Ralph and Ryan. Ralph and Ryan Gracie was working, making açaí.
How cool.
It was cool, man. It was so nice. They spent me a week with me over there until I got hired people. They couldn't work over there. Awesome. So people would be serving by Ryan Gracie and Ralph Gracie.
How cool
it
is
was
that?
Very nice, very nice. And they're the best friends ever. My wife, she loves Renzo more than she loves me. And she's right. You know what happened? I post some old pictures that I have for Renzo, and I post one picture that Christina, Renzo's wife, is there 25 years ago. They took the picture, and she saw it yesterday on the Instagram, and because she saw, she called my wife, and they have a very nice talk yesterday on the phone. So these guys are.
I'm so glad this whole thing is kicking off the way it's kicking off.
Yeah,
man.
I am too. I'm so so happy, and congratulations.
Thank you, Artie. Thank you so much. And you know, you're a very good jiu-jitsu fighter yourself, because we trained together. And you should go there because you're a shareholder.
I want to see this. Is this Andrew Bourdain?
Yeah, it's Anthony Bourdain.
Yeah, Brother Bear. Spend some minutes on this. Like,
Anthony,
how was the relationship before he, the sad story came through the airwaves? How was him as a person, and how was he as a jiu-jitsu practitioner?
Anthony Bourdain, he was my student for a short period of time, but I can tell you something. He's just like you and me and him. Simple person. He was struggling with worst disease I know. It is the disease of addiction. He is a very nice person, a very dedicated student. He was about to get his blue belt. He was a white belt. His wife is a purple belt by now. And that's he has a incredible wife, incredible daughter, the best job in the world.
Yeah.
Very
intelligent man.
Very talented man. Very sweet. Incredible, simple person. So you have a picture. Keep going out here.
Oh, there's more?
Yes. You have a picture that we met not so long ago for the picture. But when you look to the picture, it seems like we're good friends, right, for years.
Oh, the one leaning and sitting on the wall, yeah. I think got Ralph, you and Anthony. Right, coming up, yeah.
But
so it was very sad news.
Did you have a lot of especially movie stars and famous people coming through your doors?
Yes, we do. Especially because Ralph and Renzo, right? It's a very good introduction, right? People feel comfortable. But we have Guy Ritchie. But Guy Ritchie is a black belt from Renzo, right? And he used to come from London to New York so he can train with us in New York.
Wow.
And there's a lot of other, But the first one, what's the name of the actor that I will remember by the I will remember until I'm probably gonna remember. We have the first great actor, Bundy.
Oh, Ted Bundy, Al Bundy.
Al Bundy.
Yeah.
Al Bundy was the first famous person to get a black belt in the United States.
Wow.
He's tough, man. He's the real deal. Yeah.
Wow.
What's the name of the series he used to do? Married with Children.
Married with Children. Yeah. With Christina Applegate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's amazing how it really takes a grip of everybody, and to the point, like you said, people are leaving their jobs, leaving their locations to train, and it is it's like an addiction almost to train. Yeah.
No, yeah, train jiu-jitsu. So I would say that anyone should try any martial art they want. Any martial art they feel more comfortable. Jiu-jitsu is just one more. It is the most effective martial art for a real situation, I believe. I really believe that. I believe because I experienced that in my life, and I know a lot of people that did as well. I think we prove our point on the first editions of UFC. But what I see is like people, they start training jiu-jitsu. People from, I think 90% of people that start jiu-jitsu give up. 90%. It's probably the biggest rate of giving up a sport exists.
And probably for many different reasons.
Exactly. It is. I experience this every day. Especially because you have the expectation that, oh man, I'm going to get my black belt in 2 years. Like karate. Yeah. I've been training for 40 years. And I'm very aware that I don't know nothing. There's so much to learn. The other day I was watching an Instagram account from Aloha Academy, And I saw a beautiful position that they show. Simple position. I never saw it. I never knew the position. So it's a lifetime learning process. It is you're right. Becomes a way of living, a worldview, a philosophy, and the brotherhood is amazing.
Oh, okay. I wanted to ask you this: for the people who, it looks like you could get in incredible shape if you're out of shape doing this. Just like anything, if you decide to go walking, then you haven't walked. You can improve your health, improve your body, drop pounds if that's your goal. So is there like when you train like new students, do you have like a competitive training, and do you have like more of just for workout? Like a lighter.
Oh, thanks for the question. It's a very important question.
That's a good question.
Like, like a light, there's the hardcore beer and there's a light, Bud Light, and so. No,
very good question.
When it comes to training,
very helpful regarding promoting my gym.
Yeah.
It was very important question because what happened is that the experience we have, like, let me share my experience. Ralph Gracie has a very good academy in New York, 600 students, 300 students didn't pay the gym, because they're highly dedicated to high level and competition team. So what happens is, whoever people that compete, they usually don't pay the gym because they are, promoting your name, right? And at the same time, they use the gym more than anybody else because they're there the whole day. And they scare the newcomers because you never train in your life. You got there, you start rolling with those guys. It's a scary thing, Even to do the membership, you look to the mat and see how tough those guys are training. So you got intimidated, right? And then he decided to do another approach, right? So he decided to divide the classes and do different classes on the schedule. So when you start like giving more attention, and the white belts, they need more attention. So the source of revenue in the gym is kids and white belts. It's not brown belts, black belts. So it's just a few of them. And you need the white belts because they're going to renew. So you need a white belt, and you have to retain that. If you lose too much white belts, it's just going to keep on the same place.
Yeah.
And in order to retain the white belts, you have to give them more attention. So we separated the class. We have a beginner's class, intermediate, and advanced class. We also have self-defense class, judo class, fundamentals. They are all different. People think the beginners and fundamentals are the same. Fundamentals, you can go be a black belt and attend to fundamentals class.
Barry, is that with the schedule that you got for Ralph Gracie Maui, the women's class is when now?
Good question. Just to conclude, when Renzo changed the approach, he went from 600 students, 300 payments, to 2,500 students. And everybody pays. So 2,500 students in one gym. So that's the same approach you're doing right now. It's being jiu-jitsu for all. Okay, everybody, the white collar, a blue collar. You just want to go there to have fun, learn martial art, sweat a little bit. That's the place.
Okay.
You want to compete? Yeah. That's the place.
Yeah.
So you
So the women's class is with the fundamental class, or how does that go?
Good question, Brian. The women's class to me, the most important class is kids class,
right?
Because I'm able to be part of the growing.
Yeah, they grow. Yeah.
So it's very humble for me. Second is the women's class. It's very important for me. I've been raised with just women in my family, right? And I know that we guys can be pricks, I mean, every woman I met in my life, they have at least one bad story, right? One situation that a guy made her experience. So this kind of cowardice make me sick. I hate people, coward people, and that's what coward people do when they abuse from human. They're coward. There's not a single person that have compassion, a good warrior. This kind of people will never touch a woman in their lives, right? And I'm not talking about, even if you push a woman, you're a coward, right?
Yeah.
So be able to teach the women so they can defend themselves.
Yeah.
It's so important in my life. It's very important because when I'm teaching over there, it's teaching my daughter. My daughter, she's been training with me for she's 3 years old.
Yeah.
And I feel bad for anyone that's gonna try a move on her. it will get surprised,
Yeah.
you know. And the Gracie family, they really develop a self-defense system that the weak defeat the stronger. And it's very well proven. We have a very good track of proving that point. So the women's classes, we have women's class pretty much every day. It's an intense schedule, O'Brien. Right now, I'm teaching all the classes, right? So I'm teaching, they're teaching 9 hours a day.
It's pretty much all day.
You know, so even more so, we thank you for spending time and being here, because.
Today is his day off.
Oh, you got a day off.
Actually, today's open, man.
All right.
Well,
Well,
Ali, make no mistake.
Yeah.
I'm the one privileged person here. I'm the one thanking you guys so much, not only for your time, for your infrastructure. I never saw a podcast with that beautiful infrastructure. Like money cannot buy better equipment here, and your time, man. You're here to. I mean, no, I'm here.
Well, we're here for you, man, to promote
I
you,
know.
Ralph, and the Gracie family, man.
My father used to say that the worst defect a human being can have is being ungrateful. And I'm so grateful for you guys having me here.
right on.
I know I'm grateful. I'm grateful for the day you gave me a ride to the airport. It was so nice. I'm grateful for the time you have with me right now.
Yeah.
I'm grateful for every single move Brian do, promote me, to help me. And I'm grateful for Robbie and Jody because the way they believe in me.
And by the way, excuse Brother Bear. So Robbie and Jody from Ho'omano and Mahel, I just want to thank you guys for taking Brother Bear and just believing in this man. We're going to have you guys on our show
Absolutely.
in the coming weeks to bring all this this incredible journey, this story together of Brother Bear and Ralph to come on this island.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It will be good, brother.
That.
Yeah.
There's something. Sorry.
No. I just want to, so Robbie and Jody, man, you guys going to be on the show hopefully this month. And I think I talked to Jody about it. So when you watch this episode, Anyway, Bear, go ahead.
No, there's something that I want to important for me to share.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I think it's a beautiful thing that I want to share with you guys is that when I got here on the island, I was looking for a lot of things. I found all of them. So I started training in Aloha, which is Gilberto runs the place. But the main reason I signed up over there was to motivate Brian, because I needed Brian to train in a general class, because Brian was investing a lot of time in private class,
right?
Which is nice. I really believe in private class. One private class worth 15 regular class, but only if you're training in a regular class. And I want him to go and train in regular class for so many reasons. It has to, overcome a lot of things to be anyone, not him. Anyone have to overcome a lot of things to be in a general class. And I wanted him to apply what he learned on his private. So, so I went there to Aloha and I enrolled. I signed up for it. But there was like 2 weeks gap until I realized I would have the Ralph Gracie.
That was a crossover. That 2 weeks, that 14 days, your life just went.
Exactly. So, that 14 days, we realized we were going to open the Ralph Gracie gym here. So I went to Gilberto. It's the sensei over there. He's the professor, the main instructor. And I say, that gym is amazing, right? Beautiful gym, high-end gym.
It's a beautiful gym,
And I say, Gilberto, it's I didn't have time to train here, but I have to tell you that I have to apologize because there is now a conflict of interest. I'm opening my Ralph Gracie gym in Wailuku. And so if one of your students leave your gym and go to my gym, no matter for any reasons, it doesn't matter which reason it is, I will never forgive myself, because you're going to think I was here hunting instead of training.
Understood.
So he came to me and said, look how great this guy is. He came to me and said, Humberto, if I lose a student, It doesn't matter for you. It's my responsibility. It's on me. It's not on you. You can train here as long as you want, even after you open the gym. And when you open your gym, I want to go there. I want to go there with my wife and my girlfriend. And he has a bulldog, beautiful bulldog. And say, I want to go there to support, to make sure you get the support. And you can come back here and train anytime you want.
That's beautiful.
And then Ralph Gracie, I was talking to Ralph the other day, and he told me that he got a call from Limão. Limão is the first black belt of Rickson Gracie here in the United States. He has a very beautiful gym, a incredible venue. And he told Ralph, Ralph, tell Humberto, our life crossed a little bit, but just when I was leaving LA, he was leaving LA too. He had a newborn, his son just born. He used to call us at 4 a.m. in the morning at the house I used to live because his baby was like, you know how it is, right? You have a newborn, you have to wake up early. And he used to call my house and say, hey, what's up? And my friend would say, what's up? What? Go sleep. I have nothing to do if, So, but anyway. But he probably doesn't remember me. We saw each other like 2 times. But he said to Ralph, Ralph, tell Humberto that he can count on me. Anything he needs, he can come here to me. There's nothing I wouldn't do for him, you know that. I love you because he really likes Ralph, and Ralph really like him. And so tell Humberto, man, anything he needs, anything, anytime, he can count on us. And the same happened with Olo Clyde because I was trained there one of the Sundays. I was there in the promotion day. And he came to me and said, I can let you know I'm going to open my gym here. And I told him, the gym I'm open is more yours than mine. You can come to my gym anytime you want, stay, bring your students. And he said that, told me the same, right? And we spoke about that, having a dinner in his gym after training like crazy.
That's incredible.
See, that's where, and everybody who watched this episode just heard what Professor Bear said, that bringing the jiu-jitsu community together. That's my intention. I think that's great. Yeah.
So the website, my mission of Ralph Gracie Maui is give back to Maui what Maui gave to me.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And I believe jiu-jitsu can do that.
Let's see it right here. Here's your mission. My mission is to give back to Maui what this blessed island did to me. I was embraced by the Maui community, and they made all my dreams come true. It is probably a debt that I will never be able to repay, but I am determined to try. Unreal.
That's beautiful.
Mahalo, brother.
And
and the vision. Also, your vision. I had the luck to be around extraordinary people all my life.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. And I learned that there's no such thing as self-sufficiency. So my vision is, with the help of others, jiu-jitsu schools in Hawaii, to transform this state into the jiu-jitsu capital of the world.
Oh man, that's
Unreal.
Beautiful.
Ooh, I got
Brother Bear.
Yeah, right? Thank you so much, guys.
Brother Bear, you wanna we gotta put some music on, brother.
Yeah.
Get your and Brother Bear, I just want to reach over and say, man, with love, man.
And then, like we always say with all of our guests, but I think only Tarvin's been on twice. We say this is only part 1, but I believe that
it's gonna be like 10 parts.
You'll
be
back, and
if you let me come back here and share my life, it'll be a very humble thing. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks so much for having me.
And if there's anything we missed, one more thing before we let you go. What can we look forward to in the very near future, and as for our viewers and all that too? I mean, the biggest thing is the school opening.
Yeah, this is school, and I really hope they show up. Anyone, if they give me the honor to show up just from one class, and check it out and experience that. Just go there.
And the schedule is on, right? The
schedule is online on ralphgracemaui.com.
Okay.
And that's right here.
Yeah, a schedule on right there. Yeah. And
so you guys check that out. If you guys see this, there's a schedule.
And it's a lot of there's a lot of classes right there. Yeah.
Aloha, everybody, and we'll see you again here
at the RiFF. Thanks, brother.
All right.